Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, with the great name of Almighty Allah, who is the most kind and merciful, my respectable teacher, Sir Ayaz Ali Metlo, and all my class fellows, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Zishan Ali Memon from Sindh University, campus Ladkana, Department of Bachelor of Business Administration, the batch BBA 2K19. All you know that all universities are closed due to pandemic COVID-19. So Sir Ayaz Ali Metlo giving opportunity to make a presentation video with face, so I do work this. So this is presentation of the subject of Pakistan economy, so I will tell you further more. Now the contents of this presentation video are following. First of all, what is economics, and the second one is types of economics. Third one is what is economic growth and its factors, and number fourth one is how to generate economic growth, and the second last is what is economic development and its factors, and last one is economic and social indicators of this presentation. This is our contents of this presentation. So all this contents we are discusses one by one in further. Now what is economics? Economics is the study of how societies use scarce resources to produce valuable commodities and distribute them among different people. So what is economics? So in simply we say that economics defined as a social science which studies human actions as a result of scarcity and choices which make alternatives used to human want or need. And other words, we say that economics is the study of how the limited resources are located among the people in order to satisfy their wants and needs, that we are called economics. Now types of economics. There are two types of economics. One is macroeconomic and other is a microeconomics. So first of all, what is microeconomics? And simply we say that microeconomics is the branch of economics which today is concerned with the behavior of individual entities such as markets, firms and households, that we are called microeconomics. Now what is macroeconomics? In simply we say that macroeconomics is also branch of economics which is concerned with all our performance of the economy, that we are called macroeconomics. In further, we are difference between the micro and macro. Now we see difference between micro and macroeconomics. The first difference between micro and macroeconomics: microeconomics is study of individual economic units, and macroeconomics is the study of nation's economy as well as its various aggregates, or other simply we say that the whole. And second difference between micro and macroeconomics: microeconomics primarily deals with the individual income, output, price of goods, etc. And macroeconomics is the study of aggregated such as national output, income as well as general prices levels. So there are two difference between micro and macroeconomics. And the third difference between micro and macroeconomics: microeconomics focuses on overcoming issues concerning the allocation of resources and prices discrimination. Macroeconomics focuses on upholding issues like employment and national household income. Fourth difference between micro and macroeconomics: microeconomics accounts for factors like demand and supply of a particular commodity, and macroeconomics account for the aggregated demand and supply of a nation's economy. So we see four differences between micro and Now, economic growth is an increase in the capacity of an economy to produce goods and services compared from one period of time to another. And simply, we say that it can be measured in a nominal or real terms. Traditionally, aggregate economic growth is measured in terms of gross national product (GNP) or gross domestic product (GDP), although alternative metrics are sometimes used. So, and also we say that economic growth is an increase in a production of goods and services in an economy, or increase in a capital goods labor, or increase in a capital goods labors force technology and human capital can all contribute to economic growth. And economic growth is commonly measured in terms of the increase in aggregate market value of additional goods and services produced using estimates such as GDP, that we are called economic growth. So it's simply we say that economic growth. Now, how to generate economic growth? There are many ways to generate economic growth, but here is main three ways mentioned to generate economic growth. The first one is discovery of new or better economic resources. Which resources we are better like gas, petrol, gold, oil, and etc. There are new discovery for every country. So the second way to generate economic growth is to grow labor force, all else equal. More workers generate more economic growth. More workers generate more economic goods and services, increasing the labor force, also necessarily increasing the amount of output that must be consumed in order to provide for the basic of the new workers. So the second way of economic growth. And the third way to generate economic growth is to create superior technology or other capital goods. So an example of this is the invention of gasoline fuel. Prior to the discovery of the energy generating power of gasoline, the economic value of petroleum was relatively low. Improved technology allows workers to produce more output with the same stock of capital goods. That is the three ways to generate economic growth. And now, economic development. Economic development is a branch of economics that focuses on the improving the economics of developing countries. And developed economics seeks to determine how poor countries can be transferred into the prosperous ones. So in simply we say that economic development has a students and professionals create theories and methods that guide in determining practices and policies that can be used and implemented on the domestic and international levels. And also we simply say that economic growth considers how to promote economic growth by improving factors. There are more factors, but we are simply here is defined, such as a best health, best education for every country, best working conditions, domestic and international policies, market conditions in developing countries, and current situation. Imran Khan work good. They are improving economics day by day. Like in his era, he imports reduce and exports high produce within country, and also in his era tax collection are also increases day by day. That is a positive sign for our country Pakistan. So Imran Khan PM are good to doing very good work for our country. Now, economic and social indicators. First of all, what is social indicators? Social indicators are defined as a statistical measures that describe social trends and conditions impacting on human well-being. That is, we are called social indicators. Now, number one, financial sector. So what is financial sector? In simply we say that financial sector is a section of the economy made up of firms and institutions that provide financial services to commercial and retail consumers. And also, this sector comprises a broad range of industries including banking system, investment companies, insurance companies, real estate firms, capital markets, and share stock etc. So that is a financial sector. In simply, we say that. Now, number two, commodity market. What is commodity market? In simply, we say that the commodity markets are a physical assets for everyone or virtual marketplace for buying, selling, and trading raw or primarily products. So commodities are split into types. Like one is hard and second one is soft commodities. Hard commodities are typically natural resources such as gold, rubber, gas, oil, and etc. So whereas soft commodities are agriculture products or livestock such as corn, wheat, coffee, sugar, and pork etc. So that is we are called a commodity markets. Now, number three, infrastructure. Infrastructure is the set of fundamental facilities and systems serving a country, city, or other areas, including the services and facilities necessarily for its economy to function. Infrastructure is composed of public and private physical structures such as roads, railways, bridges, tunnels, water supply, electrical grids, and telecommunications, including internet connectivity and broadband speeds. So there are general types of two general types of ways to view infrastructure. Number one is hard infrastructure, refers to the physical networks necessary for the functioning of a modern industry like roads, bridges, railways etc. And second one is the soft infrastructure, refers to all the institutions that maintain the economic, health, social, education, and cultural standards of a country. That is we are called the infrastructure. And now the fourth one is human resources. And simply we say that human resources is the set of people who make up the workforce of an organization, business sector, industry, or economy. And similar terms includes like manpower, labor, personal, associates, or simply people. So that we are called a human resource, try to work on skills of a human. So in simply we say that human resources. Now the fifth one is social development. And simply we say that current situation of Pakistan, Imran Khan says our Pakistan is a follow to Saudi Arabia government. Like was current situation, Imran Khan government has opened Musafir Khana in every city of Pakistan. That we are called a social development. That is all of it. Thank you for watching this presentation video. So any question can you ask me? So you can write a comment in my channel below. So if any question, then ask me, write a comment. Thank you for watching this video.